Hi, welcome to my channel Janane Tata. So we have started discussing about operational amplifiers. We have covered linear application of operational amplifier today. So we have discussing about non-linear applications of operational amplifier. And in the non-linear applications also we have completed discussion about a precision diode, where the precision diode will be very useful when we have smaller variations in the input signal. So today we are going to discuss about the logarithmic amplifier, where it will be very useful in the communication system when at the receiver side and also a transmitter side. So the applications of the logarithmic amplifier is to provide high amplification at low frequencies, to provide a less amplification at the higher frequencies. We will discuss about this circuit, how this circuit will work, what are the advantage and disadvantage of the logarithmic amplifier. Let's get started. So we have discussed the linear applications of operational amplifier, where we said that we input, I am assuming that input output will be in a voltage form. So where we can say that in a linear circuit, it looks like linear circuit, right? It has some linear characteristics. So this linear characteristic circuit provides a equal gain at every point. So even because of that, we will be having a slope will be equals to 1. The slope of this graph will be equal to 1. So I said that the differentiator is logarithmic amplifier is a very good circuit which is used to provide high gain, high amplitude gain at low frequencies, and should produce a low amplification at high frequencies. How does the graph looks like? Can you say? Yeah, I will draw it. It will just verify it, because I think you know very well about it. So this is the characteristics of logarithmic amplifier. This is the logarithmic amplifier. This is the characteristics of it. So if you observe the graph, at the low frequencies it will providing high gain. At high frequencies it tries to get. So if I observe the whole curve, so it will at high frequencies it goes to down. So it attenuates a high frequency signal. So this is about logarithmic amplifier. So we have drawn the input output characteristics of logarithmic amplifier, but we have not discussed the circuit, right? So we will start discussing about the circuit, because whatever I have said, I have to prove with a circuit diagram also. So it's very important to understand the theory and the practical knowledge. So we will start the circuit, right? So we know that operational amplifier is a two-terminal device having two input terminals, so one output terminal. So we know that it is an operational amplifier. So I am assuming this one as a negative terminal, positive terminal. So most of the applications we will convert design in a non-inverting inverting configuration only. So I would like to connect here one resistor. I also said that this resistor will act as a voltage to current converter, and this is a voltage summing point, it is a current summing point, we say. So I am going to connect a diode here. So because I already introduced this diode in a previous lecture, so I am not going to discuss the properties and the voltage IV characteristics of the diode in this session, because I already given sufficient inputs to understand the functionality of the diode. So here I am collecting output. So by default it will be having some supplies. So I am assuming that we will be having the open loop gain of A0. So I am assuming this is the ideal. So ideal operational amplifier. So here virtual ground concept also applicable. So whatever the potential present at this terminal will be equal to the non-inverting terminal, where I am also producing, I am giving a input signal. So applying KCL, so the current flowing into the operational amplifier will be 0. So current flowing into the operational amplifier also 0. So the same current will be flows into the circuit. So if I draw the KCL equation, if I write KCL equation, the V input minus 0 by R1 is equals to ID. I said that it is a diode allows only current in one direction. So this path, this line will indicate the direction of flow of current. So I am assuming that the current flowing through the diode is ID. We also discussed the ID characteristic current equation. So Is into e power Vd into by e power Vd by Vt minus 1. So I also discussed that the Vd is the voltage across the diode and Vt is the thermal voltage. This thermal voltage will be at 26 millivolts, Vt equal to 20 milli volts at the rate of room temperature. So at 300 Kelvin it is 26 millivolts. So if we know that V by R is equals to, so Is into Vd by Vt minus 1. I am assuming that I have to make some assumption here. So assumption is that, so I am assuming e power Vd by Vt is much greater than 1, so that I can neglect this 1. So let's say V by R1 is equals to Is into e power Vd by Vt. So this Vd is nothing but I have to find the voltage across. So I need the relation between the output into input. So if I apply a KVL at this point here, so the potential 0 if I want to find the potential at the V output, the 0 minus, so here will be positive Vd, so minus Vd, so minus V output. So V output equals to minus Vd. So V output is equals to minus Vd. If I replace this equation, if I replace this term in the equation, I will get that V input by R1 is equals to Is into e power minus V output by Vt. So if I find the V output is equals to, so V output is equals to V input by R input, so V input by R1, so it will be divided by Is. So if I having some exponential term here, so if I take the exponential term to this side, it will become ln logarithmic. So V output will be log of, so the V output will be 1 minute. So V output will be ln of V input by R input Is. So this is a relationship between the input output of a logarithmic amplifier. So we can make some observations here. So V output, so this is a negative. So let's make another color. So it provides a 180 degree phase shift. So this is not a problem for us. If I make some observation here, if I have a few make observation here, so have two possibilities, right? V input can be positive, V input can be a negative, right? So what happens if V input is greater than 0? Let's say if V input is greater than 0, the whatever I am assuming that this is the argument of the logarithmic function. If the argument of the logarithmic will be a positive, so the positive of log will be a finite value. So V output will be a finite. So it produces some output. Let's assume that if V input is less, assume that V input is less than 0, then V output will be undefined. How? I said when V input is less than 0, the output will be undefined. How can we explain that? So there should be some reason, right? When I said it is undefined, I said here finite. I given the reason for the finite. So you give the reason for why it becomes undefined here. So pause this video for 1 minute and give comment on your answer in the comment box. So hope you have tried your level best. So I am trying. I am going to explain the reason for that. So when I make this input is less than 0, so till now the current is flowing this terminal. It is like this. So if I make V input less than 0, the current has to flow. Then the current has, because the output will become a negative saturation, the output will become negative saturation, then the current has to, then the current has to flow from this direction. So the current has to flow from N terminal to P terminal, which is not possible in reality. So it will not possible even in a practical and in ideal diode also. The current won't flow in a direction from negative terminal to the positive terminal. Even if it flows, it will be in the order of 10 to the power of -2 -12 amperes, which is very small when compared to milliamps and ampere currents. So this is the reason, because when I make V input is negative, this output will be equal to minus saturation. So because of it is a negative voltage, the current has to come from this, has to flow from the output terminal to the input terminal, which is not practically possible. So this is the reason. I hope you understand the reason from this, and also it has a very application where we'll use in the digital communications. So this is the application, non-linear application of logarithmic amplifier. We'll be having one other application, which is an anti-logarithmic amplifier, where we represent this diode here and we'll connect the resistor here. So try this application and also comment your answer. So what we call that a circuit, comment in the comment section so that our discussion will be more interactive. And please subscribe to Jananayatha Adda and don't forget to click bell icon. Then you won't miss any updates from my side. And please share this video with your friend so that nobody will miss my updates and my videos and my content. And if it is helpful, please like and share these videos with your friends and make clear notes so it may be useful for your short note preparation. And thanks for watching. Stay connected.